Hi everybody, I'm here with the one and only Thomas G. Waits, who I adore. I feel very spoiled because I get to see more than everybody else.
Yes, because you happen to be one of my students.
That's true.
I'm an acting teacher. In case you're interested in studying acting, you ought to stop by my place and, learn how to do it. I mean, I've been doing it almost 50 years. If I haven't figured it out by now, there's something seriously wrong with me. You may be wondering why I have this particular book in my pocket, The Testament of Mary. Well, you see, it has a great deal to do with 645. Actually, it doesn't have anything to do with 645. It's just a book I'm reading, and it's by Colm Tobin, he's very, very good Irish writer. And what does that have to do with me teaching acting? Oh, being in the movie, 645, yeah.
So yes, you were in this movie, 645.
Yes, I was.
That we both had the pleasure of working on.
Yes.
But Tom, why don't you tell us a little bit about your character in the film?
Well, he was born under a full moon during the worst snowstorm in the history of Pennsylvania. And when he came out, he almost broke his mother's back on the way out. I made her suffer so terribly. So he was born, and then, he was trouble right from the beginning. Right from the very beginning. One of the first things that my character did when he was able to walk, this is a true story, is, I know he ended up becoming a bartender, but people don't just end up as bartenders. They have to work their way up. So I got my start as a bartender by sitting in the living room one day, and all of a sudden I noticed my parents' bedroom was empty. So I went in there, and they had a candle burning, and I took the candle and I lit the tablecloth on fire. And the whole bureau went up in flames. And this is what I did. Any good kid would probably go, "Mom, I made a mistake. I did something wrong. Please help me, bail me out." You know what I did?
What? What did you do?
I closed the door and pretended it didn't happen. So I almost set the house on fire and killed, my 6 brothers and sisters and mom and dad. But the good thing is somebody came and they put the fire out. But that was an omen. It was a foreshadowing of what I would come to be, which is a person that, I'm not an arsonist really. I just burn things up because I'm so hot.
Super hot. So, Tom, you've actually worked with Craig before, a couple different times in different ways. Can you tell me about that?
Yeah, I worked with Craig well, see, Craig has 3 children, and, he needed a babysitter, so I decided to babysit his kids, I'm
learning so much right now.
And, I'm a good babysitter. Despite the fact that I like to burn things down, I don't let the kids play with matches. And I was watching his kids one day, and he was, out, and he came back, and he said, "Listen, I got this idea. What time is it?" I said, "Well, it's 6:45. And he said, "I'm going to make a movie called 6:45. Do you want to be in it?" I said, "Well, only if I get to keep babysitting the kids. That's the only way I'm going to."
It's a good trade-off.
It's a trade-off, yeah.
It's a good trade-off.
Yeah, and the kids have grown up now. They've forgotten all about me. They don't even remember me as a babysitter anymore.
I don't think anyone could forget you, Tom.
Well, there's truth to that, isn't there?
So I know, even though I missed it and I was very sad, but at the end of each day, you would actually play guitar for everybody. Is that true?
I do play the guitar and sing, and I love to play and sing, and I'd play and sing for you right now if I had one in my hands. I can't stop myself.
And what would you play if you had a guitar right now?
I would play a song called Broken Girl that's going to be in my film that I wrote and directed called Target, a post-pandemic sexual comedy, due for release early 2022.
Well, Tom, you are a master of all trades. You are an actor, a director, a teacher, and a producer. What do you think so far is your most favorite experience of the last year?
Is directing my own film and watching my story come to life. There's no other feeling quite like it.
Well, I am so happy for you, and I'm so happy to be here with you.
Isn't she pretty?
No. He says that to all the girls. But I can't wait to see this film.
I like Jewish girls especially. They're the best in bed.
I keep him for everything. Thank you so much, and I look forward to seeing you on the big screen.
Okay.
Mwah.